I thank the Institute of IIHR and the panelists and the audience for having given me an opportunity to present my point of view. Definitely my point of view could be slightly different, and everybody needs to have a different point of view, and they need not be afraid to express it. Not necessary that they can be improving every time. So I just jotted out few points, and I am Pradeep Ganu from founder Ganu Farms Group, moving under brand name Green Acres. That is what I go into in production operations. Contracting operations, it is different. So I am focusing on production operations today because it's too vast a subject. It will take 2-3 lectures to finish it. First one, I will be taking what Mr. Robert Fernandez spoke of, using reprocessed water in construction landscapes and drought-resistant grasses or lawns, or plants, what he was looking for. We have nearly made progress to the extent of 90% in grasses as far as using wastewater is concerned, where we are able to grow grasses from 100 ppm salt to 20,000 ppm salt and sea water as 30,000 ppm. Actually, we are tested using Arabian sea water also to make our lawn survive. So if it can survive Arabian sea water, it can survive any lawn. That lawn can survive in any kind of situation. Let it be any reprocessed water. Of course, that covers 98. If you have heavy metals or radioactive metals, I don't know, because that's a dangerous stuff. Then one more point I want to, so that particular progress is already happening, but it is happening with one company. It needs to happen in IIHR, it needs to happen in PUSA, it needs to be transmitted to the students how things are happening. And we are not the only people doing it. A lot of work has been done in US, Australia and Southeast Asia. Now our people are slow in catching up. I'm not able to find out the reason why. Because they are afraid to express themselves. That is my observation. Number two, one more reason I expect why our people are moving slow is they are not working on a digital platform. I got an opportunity to work in a digital platform in year 2000 itself, when people didn't know what are the computers. We were working with W.S. Atkins of UK, who built Dubai Burj today, recently. That time we did one more interesting thing, that is again raised by Mr. Robert Fernandez, that landscape, when you are building a building, you have everything ready-made. Flooring is ready-made, painting is ready-made. Everything is top class and ready to move in. But do you have the landscape like that? I'm sorry to say no. Because same problem is expressed by Mr. Desai also. They do not get ready to deploy landscape. Unfortunately, our people are also not looking at what is happening around them. I did this exactly in 1998 to 2000 when we established Indian School of Business. I was the chief consultant over there. That time when I got the drawings, 2 years before the inauguration, I had put all the plant material, 90% of the plant material in containers off-site, same site. They had a big site, 250 acre site. So we raised all the plants, and when we deployed 15 days before the Prime Minister's inauguration, our entire landscape was 2 years old. And not only was a technical achievement, there was one more point involved in that. That was, we saved a lot of money on the budget because we never bought ready-made big plants. We bought all small plants, grew them ourselves on the site. So the institute was happy because we saved on the budget also. So big projects, if it is 100 acres, 500 acres, 1000 acres, have to be done like that. And if a small bungalow or something is there, when you start constructing a bungalow, you know 2 years ahead of time that you are going to inaugurate on such and such date. So there is a huge opportunity for all the nurserymen, small farmers who are located closer to the cities or towns across the country. And this particular thing is going to generate so much employment which neither the universities nor the institutes can meet even 30% of the requirement. Forget about unemployment. You cannot meet 30% of the requirement of that many trained people. Problem is, we are not able to identify our students need to be trained in what. That is where we need to break our heads together and try to understand, interact with the industry, like Robert Fernandez was there, Sir was also there, and many other people are there. And physically, if you call everybody, it won't be possible. So it has to happen on digital platform only. So future, another 5 years, and digital platform is going to occupy 80% of the space. Next. Our students and the institutes need to have confidence that yes, we can do it. We will make our share of mistakes. I don't say that we don't make mistakes. We don't, but there should be 20-30% mistakes. 70% correct work need to happen, and we need to be brave. We should not be afraid to do something which is out of the box. Now, I'll tell you something interesting. People said that can you ship ready-made soilless lawn from Hyderabad to New Delhi and Hyderabad to Kanyakumari by rail? We have succeeded in that process. We are closing in, by October we will be giving it regular. Hydroponically grown lawn rolls, let it be 90% of the varieties, can be shipped from Hyderabad, Nagpur, Bombay to any part of the country by rail. And that too with 0% root damage. Whenever you harvest all the lawns across the country, you are leaving 80% of the root system in the ground itself where it is being harvested. We are sending our rolls with 98% of the root system intact. The amount of when you say ready-made lawn, it should look ready-made lawn the moment you install it. That is where you get value for your money, and that is the way you need to think about it. Similar thing we are doing, we have started operations for our ready-made shrubs also. Why you can't do only lawns, why you can't do shrubs also? You can do shrubs also. Similar technology is to be used. Another point what we have cracked is topsoil. We have nearly stopped using topsoil at all. When you say that, okay, you are doing gardening and for doing fantastic thing, good. You have created a green space of 2 acres and destroyed 2 acres green space somewhere else because you have dug in topsoil from that area and put it at your place. So what is the gainful thing you have done? You have created something, you have destroyed something. So we are perfecting the process of using waste materials in every town and city. Even if it is urban solid waste, anything. We reconstitute the soil, use the existing soil, do the chemical testing, physical testing, constitute a soil which will support that particular plant, be it a grass, be it a plant, whatever it is. We are able to cover 80% of the plant population in a landscape. I agree. We may not be able to do 100%. And this is the direction the entire industry needs to go. Now, are you getting, there are a lot of students in this. Do you have an idea how much amount of work is there? You people don't constitute even 10% of the requirement of manpower required. And our people are doing strikes that we don't have jobs. We don't have people who can do that job. So, problem is with the employability of the graduates. The employability will come only when the graduates interact with the industry and you go back from the customer end to the industry, customer end to the colleges. Basic fundamentals are taught in the colleges. That's what we also learned. But I learned everything doing practically, failing many number of times. And now I am much more confident that I can predict what possibly can happen. But that took me 30 years of work. So, one more important point what I want to draw attention to IIHR particularly is, you should set up benchmarking in institute like IIHR. For example, if you say a road median divider, how it should be, there has to be a benchmark. Nobody knows how it should be and how should be the pricing. Unless you know what is best, how are you going to pay for it? This is first quality, this is second quality, this is third quality. Those benchmarks need to be made in institutes like IIHR. PUSA, and other such institutes, universities. You have to create those benchmarks there. And yes, for people like Mr. Robert and Mr. Desai also, we would be very, very happy if they share their requirements, say 24 months in advance, where we can keep them happy and keep them happy financially also, because we can give them affordable price and they will be able to save on their budgeted cost. We need to keep them happy in the results and we need to keep them happy in budget also. We can achieve it if they share their BOQs 24 months in advance. Then one more most important point, sustainable process is covered, topsoil is covered, confidence digital, offsite gardening is covered, benchmarking is covered. Only one thing which is left is urban gardening. 50% of the people or population of India is going to be in urban areas 10 years from now. And they all will be covered in urban gardening. So when you are servicing such a large number of urban gardening facilities, how many people are required? You can't reach everywhere. They have to learn to work off the site, sitting in their offices on a digital platform only. You have no choice. It is impossible to produce that many number of specialists. I get scared when I think how many number of people are not possible. Only thing is, if a person is handling 10 gardens, the same person should be able to handle 100 or 500 gardens. Same person with perfect training. So, you must document every process. What are the specs for lawn, what are the specs for a potted plant, what are the specs for bedding plant, what are the specs for a roof garden plant, what are the specs for a waterproofing the roof garden, what are the structural requirements required. And our people, entire IIHR could not realize which is the biggest opportunity in the country for the farming side. This is urban side of talking about. Farming side, which is the most ignored opportunity, is agrivoltaic. Does anybody know how much amount of investment is going to come in US dollars in India in next 10 years? It is $500 billion. Possibly in independence till date, horticulture department did not spend that much amount. That much amount of money is going to come. You just have to raise the level of the solar panels by another 2 meters and have entire horticulture underneath. What our people will do? I want 50% shade. So what they'll do? They'll put a shade net, spend money on that. Why? Raise the panels, solar collector panels, and do agriculture underneath. Already you are getting 30% light. Entire green and entire shade loving plantations can be done under your solar plantation. The work is so huge. We should think out of the box and think accordingly. Thank you. I just woke most of the people out of their slumber. Now get on working with it. There are huge opportunities. Thank you.